All right, Rod and Judy, we just got here to this gorgeous acreage. Sitting here, probably a quarter to half a mile down this road. It wasn't too far. So we're just gonna kind of walk out, see if we can't walk most of the property lines here. So you got some neighbors right there. It looks like they have some goats. The whole property looks to be fenced. So this is fenced right here. Really hope it's not an electric fence. It didn't zap me. I touched it. So sure looks like one. So this is just gorgeous. The property goes all the way back into that tree line. So really the only thing you'd need is to punch a road in. And it looks like electricity is just right there on that road. So you run the electricity back to wherever your pad is. Just go ahead and walk this property line. Looks like there's some horses here. This is gorgeous. This, man, I thought that other one was pretty, and this looks like there'd be tons of elk coming down through there for Rod. Be able to shoot something off your front porch. It looks like the neighbors have horses over there. I'm just kind of walking this line. So to me, from what I saw, it looks like the neighbors were using this just as horse property, quite honestly, and the whole thing is fenced. You'd need a little gate right here. And then this is the property line that we'll be walking right here. So, I mean, it looks completely flat. And then it goes up into that timber where there's a little bit of slope up there. You can see that's a neighbor's house over that way. It's just flat and level. They got horses right over there. These guys have horses. I mean, this is quite the piece of property. The view here is, you got beautiful mountain views. The only thing that I know Judy said was important was trees. But you have trees back here, and I usually don't say but, I usually always say and. The huge but is the fact that we are not gonna be able to find a piece of land that's this level. It's just not gonna happen in our price range. So there's something that has to give. The last one was steep, but it had a view and it had trees. This one is flat and level with a beautiful view, perfect for horse property, but only has the trees back here. But I mean, look at all those trees. I mean, you guys got tons of timber. It looks like they have it fenced off right here, and I want to go ahead and check the property lines. I'm pretty sure it goes clear back. It goes this line just continues straight back into the timber. So, I mean, you guys actually would own well past here. You're about 23 minutes from Bonners Ferry, which I drove through. There's my car way over there. I could see a house being right here. You could even do a house up there if you want to save money on electricity and have the horses in the back and not be close to these guys. Options are definitely endless with how bare and raw this land is. Me and Judy kind of talked about it. So it has a well on here. I'm not sure where the wellhead is located. It just said a private well, so that should mean it's just your guys's. And then Judy said that they had marketed it as electricity in. On the MLS, it said it was available, which means it's at the road, which means you're probably now that I'm here, if you did the house like in the middle of this, or even close, if you're doing close to the road, it's gonna be a lot cheaper than if you go all the way back to here. If you go all the way back to here, you're probably looking between 7,000 and 10,000, maybe. I would say 7,000 tops. If you're doing up there, I could see it being between 3 and 4. This is gorgeous. Look at this. Rod knows exactly what this is. It's an awesome game trail just leading right through the property. There's tons of beds back here. Sorry, it's the hunter side of me going crazy. This is just, I mean, they must have elk just up here all day long, because this is just, I mean, it's beautiful. They'd probably come out here over there and graze. This piece of property is the most excited I've been for you guys, because this is gorgeous. I was saying there's another game trail. I was saying Bonners Ferry, 23 minutes away. I passed through there. There's an auto zone. That might be the well house back there. I don't think so. There's a property line right there, and it goes all the way back. So, oh, here's the well. Bam. Right there. And I'm not sure, but that might be electricity right there. So that's great. I'm definitely gonna need to double check on that with the agent. You do have this one power line right there, nothing else, and then it shoots back. Really not too bad. It's just a super small power line. This is the neighbor's piece of property. They have horses. Those guys have horses. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted. This is just gorgeous. So pass through Bonners Ferry. It's a whole city. I haven't been here in probably a year, so I wasn't super familiar. And then I passed through, and there's restaurants, there's several grocery stores, there's farm stores, you got plenty of shopping within 23 minutes. You got hospitals or doctor's offices, gas. You're very close. I have no noise from the freeway right now, but you're looking 23 minutes away from the grocery store, which I don't think is bad for you guys. I think you guys had mentioned that's about how far you are now. So walking up to the neighbor's horses, they got 3 of them. Looks like they roam out here. So that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this, look up the property line so I can kind of speak more to this timber back here. Gorgeous piece of property.